Hello, my audience. Today I'm here in the library again, and it was a pretty interesting day, like 8 hours of writing, and about, I would say 4 hours of that was like focused. Then I got a bit distracted because of all the youth over here. But I was writing this story about the problems that are gonna surface when we manage in the future to create artificially intelligent, matter. Imagine that there was this primal matter, like in the physics, that everything's made out of. But you could program that matter to be anything you want it to be. And you could, for example, take a very benign object to, like an airplane, and then you could reprogram the object. You could take something like a bottle of glue, and then you could reprogram it, and it would become like a ninja sword or something like that. And I also came up with a question in my mind: which are more distracted, the girls or the boys in the youth nowadays? And I feel that they are pretty distracted, both of them, and probably a lot of problems in focusing in studies and that kind of stuff happens because of this technological crap. Okay, so the next subject is about the dreams and the expectation that some people have from the outside world, that if you work on a dream that you're going to see results out of it, like rewards. And it doesn't necessarily happen. Usually it doesn't happen, and it's because you kind of have to understand that the outside world works in a very different way, like things coming to you. And if you put something out there, it doesn't necessarily mean that people will find it. You need some marketing to kind of help people to find it, and on top of that, it doesn't necessarily like stick. And that doesn't mean that what you do is bad or anything like that. It just means that there just isn't, that spot for it. And I have used the real world to get myself more known, at least in this town. And what I noticed, that you really shouldn't pay too much attention to the numbers, because the numbers don't really tell if people are really, being affected by your work or what you do. So the next question is, how affected are people by your work? What I noticed is that people nowadays, in the modern times, there are those people who seek mainly effects out of everything they do, and they want to be under influence, so to say, whatever that influence might be. Okay, so that's the day. 8 hours of writing with a pen.